Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Cardcraft. Thanks for joining me today. Just a slightly different one today. We've just come out of lockdown again and shops have all reopened again. So after work I had to run down to my favourite papercraft store here in our town in Geelong, and because she's been getting new stuff in during lockdown, so it was all sitting there waiting. So I had to run down and grab myself a little parcel. So I thought, because it's just itching at me to use, so I thought before I do anything, I came home and I'm going to have a little play and an unpackaging, and you can see some of the new stuff that's out there. You may already have it. Things like the new distress ink, yes, because we went into lockdown just as it was released. So we were a little bit late off the ball getting it. But this is my little parcel and so happy with it. So we've got, I'll pull them all out and then we'll have a little play. So as I said before, the new distress ink in the glaze. I always buy the ink and the glaze. Sometimes I get the oxides, most times I get the inks. So that's the glaze, and yep, and there's the ink, prize ribbon. So I can already see things for that happening already. Right, in my little parcel. These ones have been out for a little while. They came out this year, but I needed to get them. I'm in the middle of doing a black, white and grey journal, which once I've finished, I'll do a full flip through. But, so this is my journal at the moment that I've been working on. And I'd been thinking of these for a while, so I went back down today and had a look at them, and they will just finish it off. I'll have lots left over because there's like 76 pieces in here. But they will be all my little finishing touches just beautifully. So they were just a thing that was needed. Can I say it was needed? Yeah, they were needed. So the rest of my stuff is new stuff that's just out, that's just come through, and because I was going in to get my distressing, and I found these and went, oh, you know how you do that occasionally? Oh, so this is what I found. Studio Light has a new range out, new for me. It is only this year. I've just, 2021. And it's New Awakening. There was a couple of different ones down there, but I fell in love with this one. 36 sheets, 18 patterns. So we've got a couple of each pattern. But again, I can see a journal in this. This is just, look at the colours in this. They just go so well together. I like to do my small journals, as you know, and I'll have enough out of this to do a journal and have so much left over. Look at these butterflies, and like there's no die cut sheets in these ones, but some of these papers just lend themselves so beautifully to cut out pieces. There's a piece in here that I saw. Oh, I saw it in here when I was flicking through it at the shop. Look at that. Look at that. And I just want that as a corner piece or a side piece, just as a pocket. And I'm just going to cut around this. As soon as I saw that, I went, I know exactly what I want to do with that. It's the most beautiful, beautiful colours, range. I love it. And then on the back, apart from all these beautiful little bits here, because let's face it, this is plain, you've got them here, and then on the other side you've got little inchies. I'm calling them inchies. I'm really, they're not quite an inch and a half square, but wouldn't these look beautiful, cut out, put on altered paper clips or made into clusters, little bits of lace and cheesecloth, and I can just see all. So technically they're my die cuts from this range. So that was the paper. But then, because my favourite thing in the world, as you all know, is stamps. Well, there's stamps that match this set. So I did find 2 stamp sets. There's this one, which is the large one, which is music. But each, if I bring that up, can you see that? Is it clear? I'm hoping, yeah. Each line is a different piece of music. So you've got it as the full thing, or you've got it in strips. So like the tags that I did last week, hang on. So these tags that I did, you imagine that, cut, just stamped onto a full sheet. Use your tearing ruler, strip each one across with that, and then do that. Oh, and it's just all there. So that was that one. And then there was this one. Oh, look at this. Look at, if I turn it sideways, can you see it now? Bring it up. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps on there for under $15. This is Australian. So a bit over $2 a stamp. Wow. And you've got a calendar, you've got all these writing ones, tickets, postal marks, and just, I'm hanging out to play with those. The other thing that came in this range, so I grabbed, as I said, I went down for the ink. There was the paper pad, there was the 2 stamp sets, and they also had a matching stencil. This is just divine. It is so my type of stencil with the wording and all the rest. So we're gonna have a very quick play. As I said, this will be a quick video. And look at that, I've got a bag to use for later on. I just want to have a play with these. First things first though, what I want to do, I'm just going to sit that there. I don't have to play with my new ink, but I want to see the glaze colour on. Usually when I get a new one, I try and undo them. And you know when you're in a rush and you can't undo anything, and you know that there's a little bit in there that allows you to undo it, and you just, and I've broken every single fingernail at work this week, and I've literally just come home. Well, I finished work, raced down to Create on Ormond, and then had to come home and play. And then I'll go and have my shower, and then I'll cook tea. So, this is my glaze. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. Right, so first things first, I just want to see what this looks like on its own. Now, I normally, here we go. Now, in my drawer, all right, little wooden chipboardy, woody things, chipboard, they're not chipboard, they are literally wood. I like to actually put my glaze on them, so just let me go for my Versa, there it is. My Versamark, which is just a clear, technically yes, it's clear, it's just that it's well loved. So it just gives me my stickiness on it for my embossing glaze or any embossing powders or whatever else to adhere to. It just gives it a slight coat, and it allows me to go back if I've missed some. I'm not putting any colour on here first because I want that timber colour to show through. Put that on there. Grab some scrap, just a little piece folded, so that I can just sprinkle that over it. Tap off my excess. It's got a fairly good coating. Just going to sit that there and always remember to put the excess away before you use your heat gun, because if you don't, you've got a beautiful molten mess. Don't feel special, we've all done it. Right, just a little lid up on that. move these over. This is the other reason why I like my glass mats, because I don't have to put down anything else. And I use my tweezers, so there'll be a little bit of noise, but compared to the noise of the wind coming through our front door this afternoon, there's be nothing. So I've just got the reversible tweezers, and what I tend to do, sit them in and hold them out, and it just holds it down. So sorry about the noise. Just while we heat it up. And unfortunately I didn't turn my heat gun on first, just to give it a little bit of zap. So let's have a look at what this colour brings us. If I need to put more on, I can. I'm just going to turn that around. So you can see the areas that I haven't got it quite in. Turn that around to that. And then I can give it a second coat. Pretty colour. This is a very pretty colour, isn't it? Really? Alright, I'll give that a second coat. These make beautiful covers on your journals. I have a pile of them. So this is what they end up like, depending on the colour. That was, I think it was cracked pistachio, but it had a different colour underneath it for that one. So we'll go back to this and I'll give it another coat, because that's, you know, it's touch dry, it's not hot. I can put some more, just undo that, ready. I always put my little seal back on there as well. Alright, we'll just give that a coat again. Just press it into that ink pad. Go over with that one again. Close the lid on our ink. I don't know if you can hear that wind coming through, but my word, it's windy here today. And rain, oh my lord, when it comes down, it gets as black as the ace of spades and then pours, absolutely teams down. 10 minutes later, it'll disappear, the sun will come out again, and then it'll just start building up again. And it's been like it all day. Right, what am I looking for? Those. So find one of those again. We'll just give that a quick zap again. Keep it moving all the time. If you see smoke, you know you've gone too far. Oh, that's glossing up beautifully. Just turn that round. Oh, it's got a beautiful gloss to it. Where have I missed? There and there. There's one. How's that? Look at that. Isn't that such a beautiful colour? Now you can see those sitting in the middle of your journals on your front cover. They're just, now you can do them in the chipboard shapes, you can do them in the little wooden shapes like these ones, and they just give that extra oomph. You know, so quick and easy to do. Little bit of embossing powder or the glaze, depending, you know, whatever ones you like. There are so many embossing powders out there. Right, let's have a shot at this guy and see what we're going to actually get. I just want to cover my, I've got a tag here somewhere. Should have, usually got lots of them, but I'm just going to go with a white tag so that I can get a full show of what the colour looks like. And what I might actually do is do half and half. Half with an antique linen, half with that, and then I can stencil over it. So if I do my bottom part, just wipe that because I can feel embossing powder over that everywhere. Right. It's already got some sort of blue on it. It'll be fine. And it won't need too much, as you can see, because it is a brand new ink pad. Oh, wow. Isn't it yummy? Yes, new ink pads. Just need to blend that in further. Right down here. Oh, isn't that just a beautiful starry night? Might go up. And we'll put a little bit of antique linen in the oxide beside it. Now I need to just fill in some of these areas at the moment. You can see where I've put my original one on there. It's just a matter of... See, and this is where your oxides would blend better for you than the inks. Right, so my ink's a little bit patchy, and I'll just wipe that. If I could be bothered, I could spray it, and pick it all up again, but that's okay. What we want to do is I want to get an oxide, which is my antique linen, which is always sitting here. And I just want to, I'm hoping that I've got rid of all that blue that was sitting on my desk. Technically, I should have done this one first, but I can go back over, that's okay. I was just so excited to see the blue. So, let's have a look. And I'm going to go back over with my blue and give that a line. And yeah, this is where your oxides, so you can see your difference with your oxides to your inks. They are so much easier to blend. All right, so I'm going to finish off with that blue again. I'll clean all that. So back to my prize ribbon. Don't need too much. I'll start up there and work my way down. Just little ones now. And what I want to do is get my stencil in a moment. Right, a bit darker down here. I'm going to heat set that, so I'll give it a zap with the heat gun. Just right. Water will clean up my desk again beautifully. You need to watch that anyway if you are working on a tag that you want as a journaling spot at the back, that you don't then pick up all the colour like that, otherwise you'll need to recover it. Because you can wipe them down, but they tend to stay there a little bit anyway. So what I'm going to do now is just heat set it. So just using my heat gun again, very quickly, literal heat set this. Right. So now, and I want it, let's say it was in my journal and I pull it out that way. So if I go to my lovely new stencil, if I can get it out. Oh, and look at the back of that. Won't that look nice? What do I want? I'm thinking, do I really want it straight? do I want that writing? No, I want that. I want that. So if I don't worry about that bit, but I can get the rest, can't I? So I'm not going to worry about this. This I will. And what I'm going to actually do is I'll do this part with my antique linen over the top, like so. Up to where the blue finishes. So just little ones around, which allows it to actually go into your stenciled area. Up here, the T and the S. Correspondence will need to be done as well. What else haven't I done? That's all done, that's all done. That bit's not. Now I need to leave my fingers on it for when I head it over and go with the blue. So just a little bit up there. Can we see where I've missed? I might go darker there because it does lighten up a little bit over time anyway. Both the inks and the oxides will all lighten in that first 24 hours. Cool. Right. Ha ha. It's because I'm too lazy to actually, and I reckon I've still got a fair whack on that, so let's have a look. Okay, a little bit more just to brighten it up. There you go, up to that bit. That one I don't want the don't want that one in there. And I want to do that one. That one. And let's have a look. Darken that bit. Oh, getting really dark there now. Where are we? There. Let's have a look. How's that? Oh, hasn't that come up a treat? Oh, I like that. Like that I do. How quick and easy was that? Now that's just using prized ribbon in the ink. It could be the ink, it could be the oxide, makes no difference. And antique linen. Again, I find the oxide covers better, but it could be the ink, it could be the oxide. And as I said before, the ink made that a little bit patchy over the oxide. But once we've got something else going on, it'll actually take your eye away from there anyway. Oh, that's very nice. So, if I just go down that with what's left on here to that. And then if I do change back over to my antique linen and do the same. Now these could be done in any colours whatsoever. It was just that the antique linen's sitting on my desk and it was lighter, and I knew it was going to be lighter than the blue because I wanted that blue to stand out. Now you could hit it with a bit of water and all the rest. If you do that, it needs to be done before you've popped that stencil on. That is scrummy. I like that. Yep, very happy with that one. Don't you love it when you get new things? I know I do. And they're so easy just to play around with them. I'm just going to wipe that. I'll clean it properly later on. I do have a tendency to clean my stencils, not like my stamps, a bit more. Alright, that's as clean as it's going to get, but yeah. Alright, we'll very quickly stamp out these stamps just to see what they look like. Let's have a look. There's a piece of white card here, just so I can see them, and I'll just grab the black, and we'll just double check them and see what they stamp like. Woohoo! And then we'll finish, and I'll let you all go again. It's fine. Just had to show you these. Can you see that? I'm just so wrapped with that. So wrapped with that. All right. So you will see all these crop up all the time now on whichever one I'm going to do, whatever I'm working on. So, you know, they'll keep coming up. Right, let's have a look and see how these beauties stamp. They look very fine. Don't know if I'm upside down or not. They stamp divinely. They stamp absolutely divinely. So that's the first one of them, and I will cut all these out and use them as little tags and tips and all the rest as just little embellishments to go in my journals. So we'll just very quickly work our way through, if I can work out which way up they go. Think it could be that way. We'll soon find out. But I will stamp them so that they've got a little bit of gap between them, and then I can cut them out, and they'll just end up in all my, yes, it is up the right way, all my little odds and sods that go as add-ons, or what I call add-ons. Ah, these are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So next one we've got is a ticket. Let's have a look at that one. No, it's not. It's a calendar. It's a calendar. Are you in screen? Yep. So 1948. January 1948. See, that is just such a beautiful little add-on to any page. What have I not done? That one? That one could have been the ticket that I thought I just had. So let's have a look. This is the ticket. Yep. Beautiful. Once again, studio light. Fantastic. Oh, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 little postmarks, wasn't there? So let's have a look at this one. And then, yes, I will get off and let you go back to what you were doing. And I'll go back to what I was doing. But I just had to show you all these wonderful, wonderful... I'm so pleased I went down today. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're so my type of stamps, and I can just see me using them over and over and over. So there's 2 little postmarks. One is Paris. I see, now I could have done with Paris stamp, another little Paris stamp the other day. And our other one, so we've obviously got 2 towns, cities, places. London, which goes the other way. So depending on which way you want to go. So that's that stamp set. Can you all see that? Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? So once again, wherever my packaging went, here it is. Here it is. Studio Light. Jenny's, I think, Mindful Art Collection JMANA stamp 20. Just beautiful. So that's the stamp collection. That, of course, is Tim's new ink in the prize ribbon, distress ink, not the oxide. That is antique linen in the oxide. That is the new stencil from Studio Light as well, which of course has this, and the code for that one, JMAES, mask, MASK 40. And we had that one, but I haven't played with that one yet, and I will. You'll see it crop up everywhere now. That is the same as the other one, but stamp 18. There must have been a 19. I must have missed it. Oh, my Lord. And, of course, that beautiful, beautiful paper pad. How awesome are they? And that is PP for paper pad 01. So that is Studio Light's new one that I grabbed from Create on Ormond this afternoon. And of course my other Timmy things, but aren't they just beautiful? I hope you've enjoyed my unpacking. I've enjoyed playing with them. Thank you for coming along for the ride. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.